So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Thomas Buchanan. I'd like to invite you to join me on my journey down my 40-day water fast. My goal is to get down to 198. I started this latest fast at 240, and as of this morning, I lost 1.2 pounds from yesterday, and I'm currently at 224.4. And if you've been following along on my journey, uh, I hit some resistance around the 220, 224 area, and highly anticipated. And that's when your body refuses to lose weight. I mean, it's not like I'm eating ice cream and munching on pizza and having beer. And, there comes a point at which, and I ran into this between the 230, 233, 234 range, where your body just says, I don't care that you're not going to feed me. I'm not going to lose weight. And it takes a few days for your body to realize that, hey, if I don't start burning fat as fuel, this person's going to die. And so the body says, okay, I suppose I'll start burning fat. And that's what has happened from yesterday to today. Again, I'm down over a pound from yesterday morning. If you join me on this journey of my 40-day water fast, make sure that you always wear the same clothing that you wear each day when you weigh in, and always make sure that you weigh in at the same approximate time each day. So for myself, and this is what I highly recommend, the first thing I do after I get up in the morning and uh, wash my face and shave is I weigh myself. And so that way I'm uh, consistent time wise in the time that I weigh myself. The other thing I wanted to cover too, and by the way, I'm excited for losing the pound. I mean, it wasn't unexpected. I fully anticipated that my body would give in and say, okay, I guess he's not going to feed me. I guess I'm going to burn some fat for fuel. So I'm excited to be headed down south again on my weight numbers. And My goal weight is 198. I'm at 225. So 225. I've got about 27 pounds to go. The thing about this water fast is I'm not trying to lose it all at once, and I do have not one but two different ideas on that I'll share with you on how to keep the weight off, and they're very unorthodox, uh, out of mainstream, but uh, you can watch me fail or you can watch me succeed, because losing weight is a two-part process. The first part is you've got to lose the weight. I don't care whether you buy the packaged foods, um, you do the water fast, the juice fast. I've been on the grapefruit diet. I don't care what diet you go on, you've got to lose the weight. And the second part of it is once you've lost the weight, you've got to keep it off and find a way to keep it off. Otherwise, you'll just gain it all back. And most people not only gain it all back, but they gain more than what they originally lost. So, It's not good to yo-yo diet, they call it. Um, the other thing I wanted to cover today in this broadcast is um, this is not an easy journey. Okay, you have a lot of social pressures. You have a lot of what you've always been taught that you have to unlearn. And it's very important that you understand that. You're going to have your spouse, your kids, your grandkids, your coworkers at work. You're going to have everybody under the sun say to you, "You're crazy. Don't do this. You'll harm your body. You could die." I guess my response is, you're eating yourself to the grave right now. Obviously, you're unhappy with yourself, or you would not be watching these broadcasts and giving me comments. Why not try this? Otherwise, if you think this is a joke and if you think you can't do it, then trust me, you can't do it. Because if you think you can't, you can't. So, my recommendation is for you folks that say, "Oh, I could never do that," what he's doing. Go down to Dunkin' Donuts, buy you a dozen donuts, stop at the grocery store, buy you a gallon of ice cream, and just indulge. Say the hell with it. I'll never be thin. I'm just might as well just continue down the same path that you're going. Um, the definition of insanity is to keep doing what you've always been doing because you're going to get the same results. My suggestion and recommendation to you is, if you want to see different results, try a different approach. Now, fasting may not be your bag. Okay? Maybe it's something, maybe you like going to the gym 5 days a week or 7 days a week and working out 45 minutes a day. More power to you. Find what you're comfortable doing. For me, as an acute diabetic with many, many health issues, I chose to do this, to uh, give this a try and see how it works. Um, and so far I'm not dead yet. It's worked. It is working. I hit resistance points. I hit plateaus. I have setbacks that I share with you on this channel, but overall, my weight is headed lower and lower and lower each week, and I don't get really too excited about gaining a pound or two or three or four in a day. I don't get really excited about hitting a resistance point at which your weight fluctuates 2, 3, 4 pounds. And I don't really get excited about hitting a plateau where, regardless of what you do, you can't lose weight for that day or those 2 days or those 3 days. Uh, your body is going to rebel against you. It is. uh, and mine has. Okay. But you've got to train your body that you're in charge. And I've never felt healthier. I've never felt more energetic. I have never felt more clear headed than I do standing in front of you today. And that's what you have to look forward to. But again, I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but if you don't think you can do that, hey, go buy you a couple dozen donuts, say the hell with it. I could never do what he's doing. And, when you when you die of obesity, they'll, they people are getting fatter and fatter. So now the funeral homes have these double wide caskets. Okay. If you enjoy taking up 2 seats on the airplane, then buy 2 tickets, you know. But if you're really serious, if you wake up one day and you look in the mirror and you say, it's time that I deal with my weight. It's time that I deal with emotional eating. It's time that I do something different to hopefully see a different result. And that's what I would encourage you to try. So even if you don't join me on this current fast, please watch me. Leave comments. My Twitter handle is at waterfast and the number 8. Or my private email address is Thomas, F as in Fudge, Buchanan, BUCHANAN at hotmail.com. Feel free to email me. Feel free to leave me a Twitter message. Let me know how much weight you'd like to lose, what your starting weight is. I mean, we can do this together, but you have to start. And one of the things that I would really recommend, especially if you're single, is go through your pantry, give away all your potato chips, your candy, your foods that you know are going to trigger you and trip you up. Because this is a meat axe approach to getting healthy. And again, I'm no doctor. Let me just be upfront with you and say this could kill you, because I recommend on day one that you go off of all of your drugs cold turkey. Okay. You're not allowed coffee, caffeine. The first week, you're not even allowed water. Okay. You're allowed no food. You're allowed no liquids the first 7 days. Now, I am on day 14. So I have a glass of water for breakfast, a glass of water for lunch, and a glass of water for dinner. That's what I eat. I have no food at all. What else did I want to cover? I would say that's good for today. Let's see what tomorrow brings. And I encourage you to seriously think about what I've said today and to think about joining me on this water fast. Even if you do a water fast for only 10 days, not 40. My goal is to get down to 198. Now, I'm assuming that I can do that in 40 days. Someone asked me, what if it takes you 50? I'm committed to that number. Now, as I have said in previous videos, I'd like to see 195. I'd like to fluctuate between 195 and 205. I would not shed a tear if I could maintain that range. My goal is 198 to 208. And it's not a question of if I'll do it. It's a question of how long it's going to take for me to do it, how much effort I have to put in to do it, but I'll meet my goal and you can watch me do it. Enjoy your day. I update this broadcast generally between 1 and 2 o'clock Central Time. Join me each day. Again, feel free to email me, leave comments on Twitter. I will try and respond in a timely fashion. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And let me encourage you to go down this journey with me. and let's both work on developing better health. Until tomorrow, have a good day.